Hey, it's Olga here from Degtyareva.com and Productivity for Scientists. This is where you overcome overwhelm, become more productive, get in charge of your day while feeling happy in your life. Here I am sitting in my bright new office in the new house we just moved in, and I'm overlooking the garden and the field with horses and the forest. So it's a pure inspiration for me. So excited about it. And today's easy topic is how to make a start. And we have discussed it earlier in these easings in these videos. But today I'm going to share with you a brand new technique. So stay with me, watch until the end of the video. I make every minute count. Okay, so we've talked already before about how to make a start because it's so important. It's like making a start is half work done. Yeah, beginning is half done. So, and that seems to be such a big problem for so many of us, is to make a start, is to make this first step. And we've discussed and I've shared with you several techniques to make it easier for you, to make it possible for you. And those include is getting clear on what is it that you want to achieve, and getting clear with why is it that important to you. Yeah, that's very important for your motivation, for driving you towards starting and keeping doing that. We also talked about making time and space for that. Yeah, there like an hour of time, no distractions, no interruptions, and just you and your project. We've talked about this and setting in incentives and rewards and stuff. And today I want to share with you a brand new, I don't think I've discussed this technique here before, but I do teach it my private clients, and I've just finished working with one over a 3 months program, and she found that technique very useful. So she's been applying that. So it's just because I have been sharing with you these techniques, you've been applying them, and yet there is often still something in the way. You know, you got everything ready, you've got an hour of time that you've built in every day, and you've got clear, and yet something is in the way of you making this first step. And I want you to explain it to you that what it is, what it might be, that it's clear for you and it's easier for you to make that step. So what is in the way is that is really we want to see already proper results already first time we go and do it, and yet we need to do something first that is really not bringing necessarily the results, but it can qualify for a start. So that's what I want you to do today, is to get clear on that something that is not necessarily bringing you proper results, but does qualify for making a start. Or you can turn it the other way around and start and ask yourself, what will qualify for making a start? What do you need to do right now? I have children in the background. I'm a working mom, so many of you will relate. What qualify for making a start? And it's not necessarily a big result. So for some of you who are working on writing and hesitating to start writing, and you just want to see a proper writing, like a concise, a good writing, but it's not possible from the beginning. It will be a draft, it will be a bad draft, it will be waffling. It's not going to be concise writing. So it's something like that you need to allow to qualify for making a start. And if you are about to start with a sample preparation. As this client with me shared, that's what she wanted to do. She wanted to start with a sample preparation, and yet she couldn't do it. But what was in the way, what she needed to do and check that the calibration is working. She needed basically to write her calibration sample and see that everything is fine, and it doesn't bring any results, but it does qualify for making a start. Okay, so this is the first tip, and now we really get into something really deep and something that's really working amazing in amazing ways. So let's just stick with this example of sample preparation. So what we did with this client, I asked her, like, imagine now you go to the lab for, she said it would be taking 2 hours. So it might be something that an hour and a half for you. It might be 2 hours. So you go in there, and so what I asked you, imagine yourself at the end of these 2 hours. What would you have liked to have achieved that you have this feeling that you have made a start? Okay, so this is a very simple question you can ask yourself. Imagine yourself at the end of this focus time, which could be an hour, 2 hours. And what would you like to have achieved that you would have this feeling that you have made a start? And in this particular example with this client, she said she would have run this test sample, that is this calibration, and she would have seen basically on the screen, on the computer screen, that there are certain spikes and they're in the right place, and that, you know, she would have like had a feeling of relief that it's all working, and then next time she will come, next day, she would really start with her samples. Okay, so that's as simple as this, and once you envision it, it's much easier actually to go and do it. So this is the key: imagination. Imagine the end result of this hour, 2 hour focus time. If you now take an example of you wanting to start writing and there is something in the way, but it's just because the first time you'll sit down, you're not going to produce a proper writing. It's going to be some of you call it waffling, or just a bad draft, or just really sketch down few sentences or keywords. So again, sit and imagine, what would you like to have on a screen of computer or on a piece of paper by the end of this focus time of 1 hour or an hour and a half that you decide not to take? Okay, so and really see it in your mind, and then, you know, just go and do that. All right, I hope that was helpful, and just to give you your productivity for scientist assignment for this week. Whatever you've been procrastinating with now for weeks and even months, it might be a paper or that preparation of experiment, just decide what is it going to be that's going to qualify for making a start, and not necessarily a proper result, but it might be something that's involved in preparation. That's first thing. And second, imagine, what would you like to have in front of you on the computer screen as a result of this focus time you're gonna spend as you're making start. All right, and then go and do it. All right, so that is this for today, and I talk to you soon. Bye.